For 10 long years, the Trojan War consumed the ancient world, as Greeks and Trojans fought endlessly beneath the burning skies of Troy. Among all the warriors stood Achilles, the greatest of the Greeks, whose anger began when King Agamemnon took away his honor and prize. Humiliated and furious, Achilles abandoned the battlefield, leaving the Greek army weak and vulnerable against the advancing Trojans. Hector, prince of Troy and defender of his people, bravely led the Trojan army forward, driving the Greeks back toward their ships. Unable to watch his friends suffer any longer, Patroclus begged Achilles for permission to enter the battle wearing his armor. Wearing Achilles' legendary armor, Patroclus inspired the Greeks and pushed the Trojans away from the burning ships. But carried away by victory, Patroclus chased the Trojans too far and was ultimately killed by Hector outside the walls of Troy. When Achilles learned of Patroclus' death, grief and rage overwhelmed him like a storm crashing across the sea. The gods forged magnificent new armor for Achilles, and he returned to battle, seeking revenge against Hector and Troy. Consumed by fury, Achilles became unstoppable, cutting through Trojan warriors across the blood-covered battlefield. At last, Hector stood alone before the walls of Troy, waiting to face Achilles in their final battle. Beneath the dark skies of war, Achilles and Hector fought fiercely until Hector, the great defender of Troy, finally fell. Even after his victory, Achilles could not escape his sorrow, and in anger, he dishonored Hector's body before the people of Troy. One night, King Priam secretly entered the enemy camp, risking everything to beg Achilles for his son's body. As Priam kissed the hands that had killed Hector, Achilles saw not an enemy, but another grieving father. Moved by grief and humanity, Achilles finally returned Hector's body so Troy could mourn its fallen hero. Beneath the night sky, the people of Troy gathered together to honor Hector with sorrow, fire, and tears. And so the Iliad ends not with triumph, but with mourning, a timeless story of rage, fate, honor, and shared humanity.